got on your last nerve? I know you have. We all have. For some, though, that neighbor can be a constant fly in the ointment. One that annoys you, makes your life an absolute nightmare, and when that happens, a backyard brawl is coming. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. Pitt seemed to land just one more punch as the Panthers took the last meeting in the brawl.
Yeah, the Panthers did such a good job staying composed. It's a rivalry game. It means so much to them, to their fans. They found a way last year to make one more play.
You got to give their coaching staff a lot of credit at Pitt because they were able to keep them focused for 60 minutes in that game. That's going to be important here today because you know the intensity is just going to be through the roof. You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good. Execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's thrown. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step. Make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Grove. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lost to fire on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hicks. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot off.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Panthers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Bennett. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, on a play, it's intercepted.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Panthers in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab near the sticks, it's Grove. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. So many rivalries built on proximity, and Pitt and West Virginia have been squaring off in their backyard since 1895.
And it's just crazy to think about. A rivalry that goes that far back, so close to each other. It means so much for a year. A year of bragging rights, Palmer.
Well, and the hate started in 1895. And every single year, every time these two teams play, you just see that on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Pitt right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Power football with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Grove. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun, they'll try the middle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Knight. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line, it's Knight. Breaks into the open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Pitt. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma State.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
First down, West Virginia.
Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
West Virginia.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. To the end zone, and is picked off. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, no backyard is safe when the Panthers and Mountaineers get together, and that's the case again today.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hicks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He still did a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pitt pushing the pace. Snap from the gun on third down. He's got it down the left. Finds some room. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Hail to Pitt as the Panthers extend their lead in the brawl.
And Pitt has completely seized momentum. Everything seems to be going their way, so West Virginia needs something to go right for them to slow this down.
They got to start throwing back. It's the backyard brawl. It's not, they got to do something about this and muck it up, dirty it up, make a play here in this second half to try to get back in this football game.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Knight. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's rolled. There he goes. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And back to the air on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've fallen into a hole here and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
First down, West Virginia.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the ball's free in the backfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed to yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, West Virginia! On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Pitt right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds a tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. Dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. The Panthers want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Barney. Turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals, they're not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That's caught. It's rolled. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They want to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Vaughn. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Third down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field. That plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On the run, it's Gallagher. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Grab near the marker, it's Hicks. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's gone.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Connection to the right. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
First down, West Virginia.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Gallagher. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
First down, West Virginia.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying play action. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they add 6 more to the minute trip to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So a drive there of 85 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and to not give back that last score. Coming out with it, it's Hicks. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got some room in it at the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt! And they're on top here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gonna run it. It's Gallagher. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Hey, And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Touchdown, Mountaineer. They got the score. Now let's see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's in! The 2-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game! Morgantown will be rocking tonight as if it is ever any other way as the Mountaineers take down Pitt and win the backyard brawl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.